Welcome back to California Gardener. Here we are today with my pole beans. They've completely covered that PVC trellis that I grew the beans on. I may give you a flashback to a picture here, but as you see, they're overgrowing the trellis, so these beans actually would be way up high, like 7-8 feet up. So now if you don't pay attention, this is such a leafy plant, you don't even see the beans growing. So you have to come by every few days when it's getting about time and give it a check. Move the leaves out of the way, and then you'll see the beans growing underneath, hanging. If you don't check them, then by the time you check, you might actually end up seeing that the beans are too old. So if you just look at the plant growing on the trellis there, you don't see any beans actually. It's just tons of leaves across the plant. So you gotta come by every few days, just brush the leaves out of the way. Look at all those beans hanging there. A whole bunch of beans hanging there. So that's what we want. We just turn them around backwards. They actually come off really easy if you just push them against the vine. They'll just break right off like that. There you got some nice green beans off this pole bean plant. They just keep producing. The taller they grow, the more they make. So pick them while they're still fresh, or you can leave them on until they dry out and make hard beans. Don't give up too fast. These beans really hide good. The more you look, the more you'll find they blend in really good with the leaves. So you have to keep looking, and you'll keep finding them hanging underneath those leaves. More and more. The more I look, the more I find. So. And then once you pick these bigger ones on, I'll show you what the littler ones look like. They'll keep growing and be ready for you in about another week. Look at that, they just keep showing up. See, and if you look close here, you can see all the little beans growing. These ones will turn into larger beans. If you pick off the bigger beans, it'll give these ones a head start. They'll actually grow faster. Here's one that's like a medium-sized bean. There's the blossoms. And yeah, they just keep growing. And let's see there. Hiding here, there's more little beans and blossoms at the top, and it just keeps growing and growing up. But I kind of don't want this one to grow up my tree, so I just let it flop over like that. Welcome back to the California Gardener. Here we are out in my corn patch. I planted this corn behind my squash, and the squash are growing right through the corn. That was my plan, so that the squash can grow up the back